Oh Titan, Where Art Thou is the 19th episode of the Owl House's second season, and 38th overall. We're coming ever closer to the Day of Unity. Keen is trying to find himself, and shenanigans ensue. The episode's title is a reference to Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? The episode opens with Keen waking up in the in-between. It turns out the Collector is in prison there, in a Beast Ball from Pokemon. Also, given that Keen is sleeping and wakes up here, it kind of reminds me of the Veil from Dragon Age. But he wakes up and we're sailing home. We actually do get an intro this episode. Amity shoots Luce a text saying that Mom took Pinsta, but we're safe. But actually, Luce added the Mom part when reading it out because we can see that it just starts with took. Luce remembers the events of Edge of the World. The only thing she misremembers is telling Keen that he's the son of the Bowling Isles. Everyone's got updated wanted posters. Hootie's known as the Tube Demon. He has been updated to have her harpy form. Keen's moved to Luce's wanted poster, where she's only called Human, and Love's the only one with her actual name on it. Luce puts up her hood, which would ironically actually make her look more like her wanted poster. Coven Scouts are hauling away Ida's stuff from the end of Edge of the World, including a big jug of apple blood. One of them references the Tea Party from Agony the Witch, so he's one of the Coven Scouts from there. So yeah, the Owl House has been ransacked. You can see on the door a bunch of marks where people kicked it open. But Lilith left behind a little note saying, "Help, need pain," which is a pun that would definitely only work on a show like this. So Hootie, Luce, and Keen make it to Denis very quick, which makes me question where is Bonesborough in comparison, but whatever. They tell the Clawthorn sisters that Keen's a Titan. Lilith is ecstatic at this because she had ice cream with a god, referring to Keeping Up Appearances where they had ice cream together. He is wearing her winter outfit from Adventures in the Elements. Luce is wearing her hat from the episode, but she still hasn't taken off the Grudgeby jersey since reaching out. Ida assures her that she totally has a plan, yeah. And they agree to go get Francois, Keen's bunny plushie. Lilith thinks Keen's more like Bill Cipher.
Are you sure you want to do this for a stuffed toy? Wouldn't you rather, I don't know, have a beach day?
Maybe if we had time for 20 more adventures, but we don't.
An obvious dig at Disney for canceling the show prematurely. And Ida refers to a beach day, which is an anime trope, mostly for a lot of fun and fan service. I mean, it could have been cute. Then again, the Boiling Isles have, well, boiling water, so actually it'll probably be more of a pool episode. Like, Luce wants to go to the beach, it turns out to be terrible, so she digs a giant hole and fills it with water. Everyone has, like, fun at the pool. The residents of the Boiling Isles are making their Hodge to the skull for the Day of Unity. We see a Coven Scout that looks just like Severine from last episode, but they have a different voice, which might just be an oversight by the animators, just using one of the more unique Coven Scout designs. Or you could probably excuse this as the same species of demon. Francois is getting kept in a box with Azura, Luce's bedroll, and her little purse, pouch thing, whatever you want to call it. Luce and Ida disguise themselves as Coven Scouts. I love the detail that Luce is just wearing a painted traffic cone. And the white and orange kind of reminds me of Scorbunny from Pokemon. Very appropriate for the Boiling Isles, the executive key is actually just someone's skeleton hand. There's a little Hootie logo within Hootie's mouth. Keen's been wandering by himself, and he comes across Steve, who abandoned the Coven, and he has a little Ghost Rider motorcycle. So they agree to hang out, and I like the detail that Keen's horns do pierce through the helmet. Hootie can spin around like a helicopter backpack. That's fun. Steve has a Synergy and the Emperor's Coven book, and the scouts in the back do that one Office Young Michael meme. Steve turns out to be a really nice guy, actually. Old lesbian couple? When Keen lays in the puddle, he does the same pose as the Boiling Isles. Ida overhears Rain calling the Captain Scout from Eclipse Lake.
Captain, I thought I told you to. Ida?
Please, just give me a minute. I'm not trying to start trouble.
You're wearing a stolen uniform.
And I am working it. Listen, I don't know what you're hiding, but I do know that somewhere deep inside, you still care about me. Otherwise, you wouldn't have let me walk free back at the Coven Parade.
Referring back to Coven Day Parade.
Rain, I know about the Day of Unity and the draining spell.
Notice the Ida's Requiem in the background.
Nope, I saw that expression. It is that bad, isn't it? That's why I need your help.
There's no time for your schemes, Ida.
Wait. This is for my kids. They can't be around during the Day of Unity. To put them in a castle, bunker, get them on an airship, I don't care. Just keep them safe. If you do, I'll give myself up right now.
Come along, Sprout. Places to be, hedges to trim.
Awaiting further instructions, Head Witch.
Stay put. I'll send someone to receive the package.
It's honestly a beautiful scene for Ida, wanting to do anything to protect Luz.
You're sending me away? But I can help! Why don't you get that yet?
Luz is upset that Ida's sending her away when the time's getting tough. Because that's what Camilla did.
You're going with Rain. They'll keep you safe.
You can't make me.
Yes, I can.
So Luz tries running away. Our secret code is his. The two have a tussle, but this alerts the Coven and they get captured. Meanwhile, Keen and Steve are having a heart-to-heart about life.
Wants can change. So can people.
And we get a Steve face reveal. And he looks kind of familiar. Also, he has a single horn that would probably have to peek through his mask, but whatever. It turns out that he's actually half-brothers with Matt. Dana confirmed this on Twitter and said that if it wasn't for the show being cut in half, there would have been an episode between them. Matt looks up to Steve, despite their age differences and Steve being the Emperor's Coven. This also means that Steve is the brother that Matt was talking about in Looking Glass Ruins. Lilith catches up to the two.
Still king! King! Isn't this how you acted with the Emperor? I'm sensing a little bit of a pattern with you.
Hey girl, I've been there.
Meanwhile, in holding,
Couldn't you just let me help with your stupid plan? Is it because I'm a kid? Do you think I'm still that weak? Well,
It's because there is no plan, okay? Me and Lilith don't have magic, and we don't have allies. We're useless. We have you and King. So I wasn't going to do anything to make sure that you were safe. But now, it's all over.
This is a wonderful performance by Wendy Mallow, capturing the despair of the scene. Luz gets hauled away. She tries escaping, but plot twist, it was just her getting taken to the rebellion. Made up of the Clawthorn sisters, Keen, Hooty, Rain, the Bats, Steve, Darius, and Eberwolf. Luz finally gets to meet her other mom's partner. Luz references every time that Ida told her about Rain, via Them's the Breaks and Ida's Requiem. And it turns out that Darius and Eberwolf are already kind of rebellious and just needed to find out that Rain was to join. And they actually do have a plan.
wait, before you get into that, please tell me you have a cool rebel name.
Actually, we do. Allow me to introduce
Wait, hold on.
the Covens Against the Throne,
We talked about this. You promised.
a.k.a.
I did not agree to this name.
the Cats.
Everything's come full circle, baby.
Also notice all the weird glowy things in the background, so we're near Latissa. In the Rebellion base, we can see Hooty and Lilith sleeping. Luz set up a bunch of light glyphs, and on the wall we see whited out versions of Lilith, Luz, and Ida's wanted posters, as well as a fern above the door, which is one of the ferns from where Ida and Rain were together. And Ida actually snuck out the Pallister wood.
I thought you'd want to carve your palisman. What do you say?
I shouldn't. The Day of Unity is in 2 days.
So it's been 2 or 3 weeks since reaching out.
I have to focus on stopping Belos and...
You goob. Hey, this isn't all on you.
Yeah, we have teammates now. Meow meow.
What if the Palisman doesn't like me?
By my count, you've befriended more enemies than I have claws on my paw.
I mean, hell, he's not wrong. He's not even done growing claws.
Plenty of witches and demons would have ditched this rock already. But you keep learning and you keep fighting. What's not to like, huh?
Thanks, Ida. I think I'm ready to carve. You're gonna show me how to do this, right?
Oh, duh.
This is a fantastic episode. Steve is a lovely character that honestly reminds me a little of myself. He just wants to help people find themselves. I love all the emotional stuff between Ida and Luz. Ida being such a protective mom is great for her character evolving from someone who didn't really care about others, now willing to turn herself in for Luz. I love seeing all these characters come together. I'm upset that the show's almost over, because I love the Owl House.
A beautiful creature like herself could ever love an oaf like him.
I think she could.
Yeah?
And isn't that how the story goes?